Hi guys, this is Sai Kumar Kurtiwada. In this video, we will learn how to create APIs in Next.js. What we'll learn in this video? So we'll learn what is an API, creating a small API and calling that API from the Postman. That is the main motto behind this. So what I'll do is, I'll try to explain you what is an API. An API stands for Application Programming Interface. Whenever you request something for this Next.js or any APIs, then what that APIs will do is it will get that request and sends you a proper response accordingly. So that is how we will be using this API. Now what we'll do is we'll create small API in Next.js. So to create that, this is the one which we have created before. So we have created a small get request. And what we'll do is we'll try to call this API from the Postman. But before doing that, we are sending some data in the response as a stringified manner. Instead of doing that, what I'll do is I'll create some set of list and I'll pass that list from there. So what I'll do is I'll just go here and instead of doing this all, what I'll do, I'll just remove this whole home component and I'll create something called as new folder, and inside this new folder I'll create users folder, and inside this users I'll create one more file called as route.js, which helps us to call our APIs. And I'll use something called as export async function, and the function name is get. So this will be calling our users data. So how to pass this users data? What I'll do, I'll just go inside this and I'll create a new file called as user.constant.js, and inside this I'll export a user constant data, that is users is equal to, I'll pass the array. So this array will have an ID of 1, a number, and I want to give a name as Sai Kumar, and I want to give something called as age of 20, and save this. Now I have couple of users like this. Let me go here and you can see, let me go into 30, let me go into 40. So this will be a normal constant file which helps us to give the list of users. So this will not be a real-time data. When we are talking about connecting the Next.js with the database, we'll get the real-time data. But as of now, I'm using this users, and this users will be returned from this get request. So how can I return that? Return, I can return by using response, and this response can be the users, and I can import this from the user constants. So already I'm exporting here. So what I'll do, I'll just import it. Import users from user constant. So where it has created dot slash user constant. So users has been created and I am sending that particular response. So this one we will try to hit it from our Postman. So this is running at localhost 3000 and I want to go inside the API and inside the users, and I wrote for get request. So let me go here. This is the Postman I have installed in local. If you want to install the Postman, it is very simple. Just go with Postman download and you can install whatever the Postman you want. For example, if you want for Mac, you can install for Mac. If you want for Windows, you can install for Windows. So as of now, I'm using Mac. That's why it is showing only Mac downloads. So let me close this. Now, once you install it on your system, the process is very simple. Just go with the application and double click on the application. It will ask you to follow the some steps. You can follow that steps and you can install it. And once you install, you can log into that Postman. Now we are creating first request. So what I'll do is I'll use this plus, which will create a new request, and this is our get request, and the get request name is something like, you can rename also if you want. You can click on this and you can use http colon double slash, and you can give the localhost value because we are using localhost, and localhost is 3000 slash it is inside API, so API slash, and I have something called as users. Let's cross check this. So users is your route. Perfect. And now let me save this. You can save this as well. So if you want to save this, you can give a name for this and you can create a new collection. Let me give next.js or users is my request name. I'm creating a new collection called as next.js, and let me create this as a new collection and let me save inside this. So now this will get you the users and you can change all here like post, put, patch, delete, head options, anything you can change over here. And now I'll request for this. So let me write a console as well to understand this. Console.log off inside users get request. So this request you can observe on your terminal. So let me go into the terminal. This is our terminal. So let me go here and hit this send. So once you send this, you got the 500 internal server error. That means you are not able to find that particular user's route. So what is the problem over here? Users API. So everything is fine. What I'll do is I'll just quit this and run this again. Now let me go here and hit this. Still you are getting 500 error. Let's see what's the problem. Here the problem is you have to respond with a new keyword, and let me go and hit this. Now you got all the objects, and if you want to send as it is with all the data, you can just stringify this and pass this. Let me save this and hit this. You can see all the data and you can see in the JSON format. So you can see the output over here, whatever we have entered in the constant data. So if you see the constant data, I have all Sai Kumar data. So let me make it as 2 and 3, and let me go with Kumar and let me go with Sai. So we have 3 users, and when I hit this, we are getting all the 3 users. That's how you can use your request. So here we are able to send a request, and whenever you send that request, immediately you can see inside users get request. That means the console whatever we wrote here, you are able to see that particular request. And in the same way you can use post, put, patch and all this stuff in the Next.js. So in the upcoming videos I'll show you how to use a particular get, put and post, and also delete a particular user. For now, I hope you understand how to use a particular route and how to call that from Postman. So whenever you are creating a new files or new folders, just rerun the application so that it will pick all the files, whatever you have created newly. So that's how you can use this Next.js routing mechanism for APIs. So hope this gave you a glance about how to use the Postman, how to call the APIs in your Next.js application. In the upcoming video, we'll see more about these API handlers. Hope you like my explanation. If you like my video, like, share, subscribe to my channel for more updates. Signing off. Thank you.